So the new update for the channel is I got a microphone, so which means you can hear me in a much more better and audible way with more clarity. But just that when it's recording, I cannot hear when the camera is recording because apparently the phone doesn't make a sound anymore. But most importantly, let's get to the topic. How would you feel if you could walk into any situation and felt like the most powerful person in the world? Let's look at two interesting cases of Brian and Anthony, who followed a game-changing process where they went from being ordinary people to exceptional champions who became elite at their craft. Brian is basically Breaking Bad's Walter White. His real name is Bryan Cranston, and he went from being a very ordinary person who was struggling, hustling, guest starring, showing up in different auditions, and basically he was basically a hardworking person. But somehow, somewhere, he was only making a decent living. Despite all the hustle, he was basically stagnating. And Anthony had a very similar story, where he was a same gentleman who was working as a telemarketer, and who, despite making 250 calls a day, he had a boss who felt he was not progressing, he was not giving the results, he was not bringing in more sales. And basically, because the boss was that demanding, Anthony felt like his boss was insinuating the fact that he was going to be fired. So this was the background of these two gentlemen. When you actually look into the backstory of Brian and Anthony, we spoke a little bit about Brian. Right now, despite a lot of hard work and efforts that both of them put in, somehow none of these efforts translated into productive results, especially in Anthony's case, where he wanted to get into the basketball team by beating that one person in high school, and he didn't get selected. And Anthony also wanted to graduate before his sister in college. That also never happened. He graduated at the same time. The reason why most people don't achieve their goals is because they always focus on beating that one person or the one other person in the competition. The only issue with this approach is you only use a fraction of your ability. So the best professionals in life today are once upon a time people who are literally bad at everything that they did, but everything that is difficult in the beginning becomes easy over a period of time. And the secret formula for real champions is they never focus on the other person in any competition. They are process people. They don't wait for luck, they don't wait for inspiration. They are process people who believe in hustling day in and day out. They believe in practicing day in and day out. They believe in getting stronger, better focused, more hardworking day in and day out. As the famous quote goes, real champions are never made in the ring. They're always made in the practice arena. Let's look at an example right now. So the example that I want to share in this video is of Olympic snowboarders and the hustle that they follow day in and day out to become champions at what they did. Let's check it out. So Olympic snowboarders, they're up at dawn, they watch videos of the previous day, they stretch, they go for lunch, they come back, they stretch again, they hustle up, hit the slopes again, and this happens till lunch. And once they're back, they go for dinner. And then again, once dinner is done, they go back to the study hall and study for an hour and a half. These athletes, these Olympic champions, became world-class at their craft. And most importantly, they became champions much before they started their Olympic competition at first. And the reason they became champions is very simple. They practice every single day. So while commitment to any craft is a long, tedious process, the difference between a champion and somebody who is not is the champions follow a process of doing this hustle every single day. They're very process focused, and that's how they become champions. The difference between the champion and the non-champion is the champion practices every single day to get better 1% every single day, and the person who's non-champion doesn't do this. So which is why the famous saying goes, normal people focus on the outcome, champions focus on what they can control, the process. Now let's look at how following this process changed the life of Cranston and Anthony. So in Cranston's case, because he was stagnating, because his progress was heavily stagnating while he was making a decent living, his mentor told him to basically follow the process than the outcome, to focus more on the process than the outcome. So what Cranston did was he took his time to make a fundamental shift in his mindset. as we all know, most people have cognitive dissonance when there's something new that they encounter, and the brain has to sort of digest that and acknowledge it. So Cranston took his time basically to sort of acknowledge the fact that this is the approach he's going to be following. He's going to become a process person and not a person who's more focused on the outcome. So he felt more relaxed, he felt no pressure, and he was more calm and composed from now on. And whenever he went to auditions, he didn't go there to do a job, he went there to go and give a performance. He was way more relaxed, and to any room he walked into, he felt very, very powerful. He felt very empowered. And this ended up, I think one of his recent shows, I forgot the show's name or the movie's name, which ended up giving a performance because he followed this approach, and the movie won him 3 Emmy awards. And right now, today, he is one of the most well-respected actors in the world. In Anthony's case, what happened is he quit his telemarketing job, thankfully and eventually. And in Anthony's case, he started to focus on writing, and he started practicing writing every single day. And as we know, champions follow the process of getting better by 1% every single day. So once Anthony started following this process, his writing quality increased to the point where he started adding 1,000 subscribers initially every day, and that today is basically, I think, 100,000 subscribers every single month. And that's where Anthony is today, because he worked and hustled in his craft, and writing became his passion. It's easier to focus on the outcome, which is what normal people do every single day, which is focusing on the outcome. During the process, you waste a lot of precious energy, and most importantly, the outcome is never usually in our control. So you will be ending up wasting a lot more energy in the process. So most importantly, when you choose to focus on the process, you choose to basically focus on things that are in your control, which is your attitude, your mindset, and your actions. And this approach will upgrade you from a normal person that you are to becoming the elite champion that you might aspire to be. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section, and please give it a thumbs up. And now, since you know the process that normal people follow and champions follow, it's up to you to decide which approach you want to take to become elite at your craft and become world champion at it, or if you don't want to. So I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, again, let me know in the comment section, give it a thumbs up, and otherwise, thanks a lot for your time. You will see me again very, very soon. Bye bye for now.